All right, how's the music, everyone? Are we good? We have sound. All right, perfect. So for today's workout, if you have a step bench or a sturdy step stool that isn't going to go anywhere, you are welcome to use it. If you don't, it's not a big deal. You can do the workout with us anyway. So take it out and in. So this just adds a little something extra. All right, heels up, right, left. But if you don't have one, there's other exercises you can do. It's not a big thing. Good, 4, 3, heels to the front. We're gonna push. And I still feel my abs from the workout I did on Tuesday. So keep going. I think I forgot. Oh, I'm good. All right, take it side to side. I know I need to record class today, and I wanted to make sure I hit the record button because you know me, I'm good at forgetting. All right, toes to the back. We're gonna drive the elbows back. So squeezing the shoulder blades together, squeezing those glutes. 8, 7, good, 4, 3, inner thighs. Kick that soccer ball, reach for the ankle. We're doing external rotation of your hip. 8, 7, good, 4, 3, hamstring curls, but we're gonna take our hand to our heel on the same side. So we have a little internal rotation of that knee and that hip. 4, 3, wood chops right in the center. Adjust your feet. Feet are hip width apart. Toes turned forwards, maybe a little bit out. So nice, good hinge. 2, good, high right, low left, high, low. So starting to add a little torso rotation. 4, 3, 2, low right, high left. Switching sides. Got to make sure we're not unbalanced. 4, 3, 2. All right, squats. We're going to go down and up a little bit quick. These are shallow. So we start with our chest lifted, push those hips back, knees are staying over your shoelaces. Good, slow it down, 2 and 2, down, 2, up, 2. Now that our knees are a little bit more warmed up, as are our hips and our ankles, try to go just a little deeper. Good, forward step and reach right here. Forward step, bring it back. So working on our weight shifting. Yes, your feet can stay flat if they need to. Let's reach across the body. Forward step, reach across. 4, 3, 2, good. Side step and reach. So side step, we're gonna add that open and close of the fingers. So we're actually picking up an item that's on a table nearby. 3, 2, good. Backward step, we're going to open and close at the chest. You can step back flat-footed if you need to, but again, if you can, try to start to drop down towards the floor. Take the arms up overhead, reach. This is our precursor warm-up for our lunges, and we're getting those shoulders nice and happy. 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna jog it out right here. So option 1, we jog. Option 2, we march and we pump those arms. 8, 7, 4, 3, jumping jacks out and in. Tapping, option 1. Option 2, side step. Option 3, full jacks. 4, 3, hamstring curls. Option 1, low impact. But I want big arms, reach and pull. Option 2, we've got a heel kick jog. 4, 3, skaters, side, side, side step. Little cross behind. 4, 3, 2. Good, let's march it out. Grab a drink of water, turn on that fan if you need one. All right, so we have 40 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 3 exercises, 2 rounds. We're gonna start step ups with an overhead press, one side then the other, and then just a basic squat. So I'm gonna have it kind of divided. I'm gonna do 1 round with the bench and also demonstrate what to do without the bench. So step ups. It's up to you if you want to do opposites or same, but you're gonna go nice and tall. You're gonna step up, hands at your shoulders, reach up, and bring it back down again. So up and reach, all right? 40 seconds, your time is on. Now, if you don't have a bench, flat-footed, down, up, and reach. So you're doing a split stance squat. If you would like to, you can squat, knee up. So if you want to get that extra little bit of balance, you absolutely can. So nice and tall. If you need to, do our walk like an Egyptian stance, little single leg squat. That's kind of what we're going for. Get a little single leg movement today. So down, up, and reach. Chest is lifted. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good, we're gonna switch sides. So the exact same thing that you were just doing. Good, your time is on. So stepping up, reach for the ceiling. Now I tap up and then bring it down. If you want to, you can bring that knee up so you can get that balance work on that bench. So we're doing same side, bring it up, reach for the sky, bring it back down again. Again, if you need to, little split stance squat, sit and reach for the sky. So down, up, reach. Again, you can also do just a little basic squat and knee, and you can keep the squat really shallow. Good. All right, squats, basic squats. If you got a bench, I like to straddle and hold my weight, tap my weight down to the bench and stand up tall again. Otherwise, any kind of squat you want to do. Second option is we can do sidestepping squats. Now, a lot of you, your bench may not be big enough for this, and that's okay. You can do this on the floor without the bench as well. You just sidestep and go into your squat. So, sidestep and bring it up. So just something a little bit different. 10 seconds to go, and we're gonna repeat. Had a little movement in here. 2 and 1. All right, getting ready for round 2. Decide what you want to do. Lots of options. Good, time is on. So step up, reach, back down. So I've got my bench, I'm gonna use it. If you just need to do that little split stance squat or just a mini squat with the knee up, that's perfect. If your shoulder starts to not like the overhead presses, you can switch it to a lighter weight. You can switch to a side raise. You can go body weight only. That's okay too. Or just focus on the legs. So for that bench, get that whole foot on there. We don't want to have that heel hanging off. Good. We're going to switch sides. So we want to make sure we don't have that heel hanging off the end. Good, time's on. So step up, push through that foot. So whether you're doing the single leg squat, whether you're doing the step ups, the leg that's pushing, that's starting to straighten, make sure you push through that heel. Nice and tall. Good, nice, good reach. And remember, if you need to, mini squat and a knee up is gonna get you shoulders, a little legs, and your balance that you're looking for. Good, almost done. 2 and 1. All right, squats. Squats a choice. I'll just send my thing flying, it's okay. All right, squat of choice. Your time is on. So I'm doing side stepping on my bench. You can sidestep without the bench. You can straddle the bench, touch your weight to it. If you don't have a bench, just sidestep or just squat. Maybe you can even do this one and try to get as close to the floor as you can without bending over. Bench just adds a little something extra. Make it a little more interesting. Change things up a little bit. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. Grab a quick drink. Next round, we got upper body and a little side leg lift. So we're going to do rows, tricep kickbacks, and then we're going to do a side leg lift. Right leg 1 round, left leg the 2nd round. So grab weights for your rows. And again, I'm choosing to do single-sided for this because I want to go a little heavier today. So if you've got a bench, you can have your foot on the bench. Otherwise, pick a comfy position. 3, 2, rows right here. So just nice, good rows. I sometimes like having my foot on the bench or on the step stool. Gets that leg a little bit higher. Makes it a little easier for me to support my upper body as I do this. So just nice, good, steady reach. We're halfway through. So again, we just don't want to be upright, pulling our pants up, right? We got to have a little forward fold and a little drive that elbow back. 10 seconds. And then we're going to go for our tricep kickbacks. If you want to do both arms at the same time, you go ahead and do that. Good. All right, getting ready for our tricep kickbacks. Again, I'm just doing one side and then I'll swap. 2, 1. Good. Pick your hand position. This one, I'm doing palms facing in. You want to do palms facing forwards, like you're holding a soup bowl. Feel free. It's whatever works better for you. Good, we're halfway through. So if you want to do half and half, switch your hand position halfway through. Feel free. Good, 10 more seconds. So nice, good movements. Don't let those arms come up to become a bicep curl. They kick it back. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, side leg lift. If you have something to stand on, go ahead and do so. You're gonna stand on the edge. You're gonna be nice and tall. Balance, here we go. Just a nice, good side leg lift. Out to the side. Make sure we're not turning the toe out like a ballerina. And don't let it come forward. So we want to go straight out to the side. If you need to hold on to something, please do. Make sure, especially if we're flat on the floor, don't let this hip get saggy. That's when you hit the floor. Nice and tall. This hip might kick up just a little bit, and that's okay. Good, 10 seconds to go. Nice, good balance work. Lead with your heel. Good, shake it out. We're gonna switch. I'm switching to the other side, but we're going back to our rows. Good, your time's on. So again, nice and tall. Drive the elbow back. Nice, good rows. So if you're doing both arms, that's awesome. I just decided to go a little heavier, and I'm kind of limited on heavier weights because if you haven't looked, they're kind of expensive. So sometimes it's good to get one so you can have more variety. Good, 10 seconds to go. Plus single-sided is really good for you. But all we want, drive that elbow back. We're squeezing the shoulder blades in, opening the chest. 2 and 1. Good. All right, getting ready for our tricep kickbacks. If you don't have a bench, you can still have a foot forward. Do your kickback. Time's on. You can also do feet hip width apart. But again, you'll notice I'm not leaning forward. I'm pushing my hips back, kind of like I'm sitting. And my head down to my hips looks kind of like a ski slope. Good, halfway. So I'm switching my hand position and I'm turning that palm forward. If you've got a little bigger weight, you do have to make sure you're not smacking yourself in the hip, but we don't want to have that arm like way out to the side. Good, shoulder down and back. Nice good squeeze on the back of the arm. If you're doing both, good, set it down. I was gonna say, if you're doing both and you get tired, start alternating. It's a way to keep going and still get your workout in. So side leg lift. Good, here we go, nice and tall. Nice good squeeze. What tends to happen if we're tight, these muscles in the front of our hip will start to take over and we'll start to kick at a diagonal. Or we turn that leg out and our toe is pointing to the ceiling. I want to see your toes. I want you to imagine your foot is against the wall behind you, and as you lift and lower your leg, you have to keep that heel glued to the wall. 10 seconds. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. Grab a drink. Going in for our next round. We're gonna do a reverse lunge with a bicep curl, right, left. You have the option to reverse lunge off that bench, and then we're gonna do some straight arm press backs. So, grab a weight you feel comfortable doing bicep curls with. First option, you start on the bench. You step back, drop down into your reverse lunge, push off, bicep curl. All right, 40 seconds, your time is on. If you don't have a bench, just step back into your reverse lunge and do your bicep curl. Yes, yes, and yes. So just nice and tall. If you need to, you got issues with your feet today, just have your feet split and you can just work on a little balance and work on your bicep curls. And that's perfectly awesome. So reverse lunge, nice good curl. So I'm choosing to do my curl and my lunge at the same time. It's a little more challenging, but that's okay. 3, 2, 1, good. All right, switching sides. After this, whoop, we have our straight arm press backs. 2 and 1, good. So reverse lunge, bicep curl. Nice, good reverse and curl. So having your foot on the bench allows you to go a little bit deeper into that reverse lunge. So see if it feels okay for you. You can still keep it super shallow, drop and back up. What I don't want is I don't want you putting all your weight on that back foot, the front foot. So if you just need to tap the toe and come back, that's fine too. Keep it shallow, but all the weight stays. Don't let that back heel drop. Good, bring it down. Going for our straight arm press backs. So light to medium weight. This is our, we're going skiing. We're going skiing. And then we lean forward, we go faster, right? That's how that works, always. That's all we gotta do, lean forward. Good, nice, good skis. So core is tight, you can be upright and still do a nice, good press back, but you gotta make sure that we're not arching our back by accident or swinging, right? Working those muscles just under the armpits, a little bit in back. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we're gonna repeat those 3 exercises again. So getting ready, top of the bench. Good, reverse lunge, bicep curl. Now your bicep curl position can be anything you want. You can do a palms in, you can do a palms forward. I'm doing a palm into a rotation. So I'm getting a little bit of those small muscles around my elbow to help out a little bit. Remember, if you need to, tap back, bring it up. Even if you're on the floor, tap back, bring it up. So you just tap the toe back, do a little bit of a deadlift. Good. Switching sides. 2, 1, good. So nice, good reverse lunge. Bring it up. And I love it's cutting off my head, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I know you guys want to see me. That's the important thing, right? That you can see me. Good, nice and tall. I just need a bigger room. That's what I need. Good, so bring it down and up. Nice, good lunge. And again, tap and bring it up, but keep that weight on that front leg. So that's the one that we want to have doing the work. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, getting ready for our straight arm press backs. All right, our time is on. So a little fold forward. Our back looks kind of like a ski slope. So we're gonna go skiing. Now it doesn't have to be super high. I don't want you going so high that you pop that shoulder forward. We're thinking long, good reach. So reach behind you where the wall and the floor meet, not where the wall and the ceiling meet. Go back, control the movement forward. It's easy to go back and then just swing the arms forwards. Go back, control. So think 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 1. Good. All right, set it down. Grab a drink of water. So the next 2 rounds are on the floor. You do not have to go down to the floor. You are welcome to stay up. Makes it just a little bit different is all. We're gonna do push-ups or chest presses. You can do banded chest presses. You can do push-ups on the wall or a table. Then we're gonna do side plank right, side plank left. If you're standing up, grab a heavier weight on one side for the side plank and you're gonna walk around and do a farmer's carry. The goal is not to lean or lean. The goal is to stay steady. Then we're gonna do bridges, an iso ab hold, and some donkey kicks. So set up on the floor if that's what you wanna do. I am going to go down. I'm going to do my chest presses with my back on the bench. This might not be an option for you. If it's not, it's okay. I'm just gonna add in a little bit of a glute bridge as well. Otherwise, on the floor, or you can do push-ups, and you can do hands on the bench if you'd like. So push-ups or chest press. Oh, the abs, good morning. All right, chest presses or push-ups. 3, 2, 1. So you can see, right now I'm doing a little bit of an incline chest press. I'm not tucking my chin and doing a crunch. I'm keeping my chin neutral. If I would like to, I lift up into a bridge and I have my upper body supported by the bench and I'm holding a nice good glute bridge. Otherwise, nice good push-ups or just a chest press on the floor or that wonderful banded chest press if you are upright. So nice good reach. Palms are always lower than your shoulders, never directly out to the side in line with them. Good. Weights down, going for our side plank. Now you have the option to do a side plank on the bench. Makes it a little easier. Good. Bring it up. So this is a little bit easier for you. It's an option. Otherwise, a regular side plank. Yes? Always. If you are upright, grab the heaviest weight that you have, nice and tall, and walk around. This is a farmer's carry. You're still working on that core stability, that anti-lateral flexion. You don't want to lean away and you don't want to let it drop. We're nice and tall as we walk around. That is an option for you. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Other side. Same thing, nice good side plank, whether you want to be on the floor or you want to be on the bench. Your time is on. So this is 40 seconds, and that might be a long time for you, but I know a lot of you are getting stronger, right? We are. So you can hold it as long as you can, and if that's 25 seconds and then you rest and you finish up the rest of the time with us, go ahead. Doing 10 seconds 3 times or 4 times is just as good as doing 40 seconds the entire time. Good, we've got about 10 more seconds to go. Remember, shoulder in your back pocket, nice good side plank. So we don't want to turn and rotate. Try to open that body up. Good, all right, going back for our push-ups or our chest presses. So I'm gonna do push-ups this round. We'll see how this goes. Good, so I'm gonna do a moving push-up. So I do my push-up, and then I bring my hand to the bench, and I go out, and I do a push-up. I like that I can do these. They're at an incline, which is a little easier for me to do. This is an option, it's not a requirement. This is just a way to add a little extra, make it a little bit of a challenge. You're just putting emphasis on one side a little more than the other. Good, I got time for about 2 more push-ups. 3, 2, and 1. Good, all right, side plank, farmer's carry. If you need to do a dead bug, or a dead fish, I should say, do a dead fish, it's okay. So what we're working on is stability in the, let me do my math, let me do my thoughts here, my physics. Are we in the frontal plane? Yes, we are in the frontal plane. Getting technical today. Our goal is to keep this good posture and to not let ourselves sag to one side or the other. So if you need to do a dead fish, where you just lie down and you lift and you look kind of like a little bit of a dead fish, that's perfect. Good, 3, 2, 1. All right, other side. And then we're gonna move on to our last combination. So, switch hands for your farmer's carry, switch sides. Time's on for your side plank or your dead fish. So the goal, we do a lot of rotations. We do a lot of the standing rotating crunches, Russian twists, things like that, but we also do a lot of planks. So planks are your stability. They're the guy wires that support your spine, that prevent it from being all floppy and going side to side when you don't want it to. 10 seconds to go. At 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring it down. All right, we have one more round of exercises to go. We're gonna do glute bridges. We're gonna do an isometric dead bug, which means that our body doesn't move for our dead bug. And then we're gonna do donkey kicks. So, we all know glute bridges, yes? So, glute bridges, if you would like to, put your feet on the bench, if you have one, and do your glute bridge. I'm gonna come up. If you don't have a bench and you're staying upright today, we're just gonna do our deadlifts. Yes and yes? All right, 3, 2, 1, 40 seconds. So glute bridges, if you are upright like me, we're doing a nice good deadlift. Doesn't have to be a lot of weight. I want you to hinge back and I want you to squeeze the cheeks when you come up. Squeeze that $1,000 bill. Do not squeeze and push. Squeeze and lift like you're pushing through your heels. Nice and tall. Nice good squeeze. So a little relax and then squeeze in. Make the crease tighter, a little bit smaller. This is also a little pelvic floor. Tighten up. 2 and 1. Good. Isometric ab hold. You're going to be on your back, dead bug position. Legs are up. This is the one where we put the hands on our thighs and we do our, good, your time is on, our little tug of war. If you are upright, I want you to do the same thing, but you're gonna do one leg halfway, switch sides. Lift, not with your hips, Lift with the middle of your thigh. Yes, you can hold on. Don't let it come up. Don't let it be down here. High as you can, tug of war. Halfway, switch sides if you're upright. Shoulder down and back. Yes, you can hold on to something. Lift with the middle thigh, press down. Nice, good hold. On the floor, you can do both at the same time, and you're good. 2, 1, good. Donkey kicks, pick one side. If you're standing, lovely straight leg kicks back. If you're on the floor, hands and knees, nice, good donkey kick. Nice, good donkey kick. Now I've got my hands on the bench. You're welcome to have your hands on the floor. You can do a straight leg lift if you would like. It doesn't have to be a knee bend. You can also bring it in and then squeeze it out, like you're pushing that heel towards the wall behind you. Good, you've got about 12 more seconds, and we're gonna repeat those 3 exercises. Remember to keep our core tight, our ribs tucked. 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake it out. All right, we're going back through that again. Glute bridges on the floor, deadlifts. If you're upright, if you got a bench, good, your time is on. If you got that bench, heels on the bench is an option for you. Still tucking the hips, squeezing, and lifting. Now what tends to happen sometimes is especially if we're on the bench, our heels are way far out from our glutes. That means that our hamstrings might try to take over. So you may have to scoot your backside a little closer to your hips. Or scoot your backside closer to your heels, I should say. Your hips kind of are your backside. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, isometric ab holds. So, option 1, yes, you do one leg at a time, standing or on the floor. Hand on the thigh. Good, your time is on. So option 1, half and half. Option 2, both at the same time. That does not work well if you're standing. But if you are sitting in a chair or you're standing or on the floor, you can do one side and then the other. Good, switch sides if you're doing single-sided. Don't let the knee come in towards the chest, and don't let the hand push the knee far away, right over your hips, right in line with the hips. Again, lifting with the middle of the thigh, trying not to lift with your hip flexors. 3, 2, 1. Good. Flipping it over, donkey kicks. Last round, last exercise. Good. So shoulders down and back, nice, good donkey kick. You can just think about bringing that hip or that heel, so bottom of the foot to the ceiling. If your hands are on the bench, it's more going to be kind of bottom foot to the ceiling where the wall and the ceiling meet. Or you can do a straight leg lift or the knee in and extend the leg. Good, 10 seconds to go. Core is tight, not arching the back. Nice, good glute squeeze. 2 and 1. Good. Shake it out. Grab a drink. I'm going to get the creases out of my hands. I love these things. I know they're for grip, but they are not comfy. It's times like these I still kind of wish I had some gloves running around somewhere. But does anybody else have the problem with short, fat fingers? So when you have gloves on, you can't hold on to things? All right, so take your time. We're gonna go ahead and come up to standing to do our end stretches, but it's not a rush. Give yourself a minute if you need to. All right, so little balance challenge. If you need something to hold on to, please do. But if you can, we're gonna try to work on our balance and not hold on to anything. So nice and tall, we're gonna grab that leg and we're gonna pull up and in. If you need to grab behind the thigh, you can do that too. And if you need to hold on to something, you can also do that. Good. Now challenge without putting the foot down. Try to grab that foot. Pull it back behind you. It's okay if your heel doesn't get to your butt. You do want to do a little pull, a little gentle stretch, but the goal is to squeeze that glute and open that thigh. Good. Again, trying not to touch if we can. We're going to bring that foot up. Big step over the garden gate. And then back around over the garden gate again. Good. We're going to cross that foot behind. Try to have the thighs close together. It's okay if it's not perfect. Nice and tall. Reaching for the toes of the back foot. I keep my legs straight, and you will see I'm getting a good stretch in my hip. My head is not dropping below my heart. Good. Let's bring it up nice and tall. Reach back. We're going to do our chest and bicep stretch. Ribs are tucked. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. It's okay if your hands don't touch. Just do the best you can. Good. And we're going to release the foot that's in back. Bigger step back. Bigger cross behind, like a nice, good, fancy dance. Reach for the sky. So again, you can hold on to something if you need to. It's all good. We're getting a little stretch right in here. Good. We're going to step feet hip width apart. I'm going to turn. See how you feel for this one. We're going to squat down as much as we need to try to grab our toes. Try to keep a flat back if you can versus tucking under. And then we're going to hold our toes and we start to straighten our knees. You will see my knees are not straight. It's okay. Good. Sit down again. Nice deep breath. Start to walk yourself up nice and slow. If you're feeling a little lightheaded or dizzy, go ahead and stop halfway up. Couple breaths. And then we finish walking it all the way up. We're going to repeat that on the other side. So we're going to grab that foot. Again, wall, table, chair to hold on to if you need it. But this is a really good way to practice a little bit of balance. Good. Now carefully, without touching, try to grab that ankle, and we're going to pull the entire leg back. And again, it's okay if your heel does not get to your butt. The goal is to open that thigh back, stretching the quad and stretching the hips. Good. Let's bring that foot up in front. Big step over the garden gate. And then we bring it back over again. Good. Cross the foot behind. So again, we're kind of in that tandem stance, but we went a little overboard. Nice and tall. Hip goes out. We're reaching for the toes of that back foot. So we don't want to reach straight to the front. Little off to the side. Pushes our hip out. Gets the side of our glutes. So a little IT band in there. Good. We're going to bring it up. Same thing. We're going to reach. Grab the hands, squeeze the shoulders, drop them down, and then start to straighten the arms. It's okay if you're not able to very much. If I turn, my hands stay pretty close to my bum. Good. Release. All right. Back leg. Bigger step back. Bigger cross behind. Feet are flat. My front leg is bent. Little side reach. So you don't have to have your legs straight. I bend my front one. Just a nice, good side bend. Good reach. Lift the ribs, drop the hips. Good. We're going to bring it up in the center. We're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Good. Let's take those feet hip width apart. We're going to lift and lower just the toes and the hands. So we're going to lift and we're going to set them down. So we're doing, we call these inchworms in my arthritis class. We're lifting and lowering our toes. I imagine I've got an itch on the bottom of my foot and I'm wearing shoes and I can't take them off. So I lift and I scrunch, try to scratch that itch. Good. 2 and 1. All right. Balance challenge again. We're going to circle the ankle and the wrist. Good. Other direction. All right. Switching sides. So circle the ankle, and how many people are noticing they're going in the same direction? other direction. So they're both going clockwise or counterclockwise, right? Just for fun today, switch sides, because this is your right side. Most of you are right-handed. I want your hand and your foot to go opposite directions. I see some really hard thinking here. Good, switch sides. So I want you to think about them going in opposite directions. There we go. All right. I'm like, yep, you're like, no, I'm done. All right, good chest stretch, reaching back. But you want to really have fun? Super quick. Opposites go opposite direction. All right, big breath in, everyone. One more time. All right, you are all done.